It's Friday. It's Friday. You know what it means when it's Friday night right here on NTV. We've got TTTT and the trend, of course, later on. Hello and welcome to the show. How have you been? Happy new month. My name is Amina Abdi Rabar. Welcome to the show. Hello to my amazing panelists. Hello, Cindy Ogana.
Yes.
Xavier, what it do? Dennis Ndenga. Mambo.
You
guys are good?
How are we in August? I still remember Christmas. I think I still have Christmas decorations in my house. How are we in August?
You still have them?
Yes.
I don't know too, honestly.
No, I don't pull down my decorations till Feb. Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Today
the month.
Today is unique, by the way. Today is
Girlfriend's Day.
It's beer day.
Avocado.
Beer day.
Avocado Day was not today?
No.
Avocado Day, it's this
Wait, is it avocado
this
or
week.
avocado? What did you just say?
Avocado.
You said avocado.
Over. Simply say over. Ama avo.
Avo.
Jay kwa izeski avo.
No, inakwanga over.
Ni avocado.
Hata mlio wafuze ni parachichi, eh?
Sawa basi. But it's also Girlfriend's Day, but it's not girlfriends as in in the relationship girlfriends.
Yes.
It's girlfriends, like Cindy and I have known each other for more than 10 years. So we celebrate one another. Hey,
and actually, also, sorry, I almost forgot. Pia, I hope we are prepared. Dunia inaisha leo usiku.
They cancelled.
They cancelled. Na si tumeshauza vitu. Mimi nimeuza vitu. I'm ready for Tuesday.
Nangoja tarumbeta.
Ipigwe.
Wamecancel.
Tunyakuliwe. Twende tumtamalaki na Bwana Yesu. I'm now ready for honey and milk.
No.
Na tuimbe. Day and night.
In the meantime though, kabla dunia iishe, najua kuna watu wanafeel tayari isha. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu NACADA ilisema, there are few changes we have to make, and Kenyans were united once again. Now, NACADA has raised, or it is proposing to raise, drinking age from 18 to 21. It's also moving to ban hawking and sale of alcohol in public places, sports facilities, medical facilities, supermarkets, residential premises, among other areas. Now, people have had a lot to say online. Let me ask my panelists what they think. Let me start with our Titola Cindy.
Allow me to laugh out loud because guys watching at home are finishing off what we just started. Now, as somebody who enjoys a glass of wine at the end of the day, as somebody who enjoys a little bubbly when I'm traveling, especially on the SGR, some of these measures, not only are they hurting the consumer, but they're also hurting the industry that makes a lot of money. So back in the day when Nakumat was Nakumat and it was 24 hours, before Mutudo laws, when it was 24 hours for everything, I had a friend who worked there and they told me their highest sales came from alcohol. So it's actually what boosted the supermarket and they opened other branches. It is a vice if it is over imbibed, and I do understand there are some areas where people wanaamka na wanatoa lock. They go to work when they are high. I get that, and I also get that with the events coming up, there are children who are exposed to underage drinking, but there are also children who are exposed to other things that we're not banning. I feel this knee-jerk reaction we have as Kenyans to just ban, cancel everything and not deal with the root cause is not really going to help. Alcohol as an industry is one of the highest income earners, and all these avenues that they're curtailing, those are jobs that are lost. And then?
So do you want them lost at the expense of young people? Shouldn't they get a fighting chance to at least, when we were growing up, Cindy, thank you for bringing that up, we didn't have influencers and celebrities that we loved and adored constantly telling you, Niajo, umekunywa hii. And, for a lot of these young people, you have to understand that in as much as you did not want to be a role model, I know, trust me, I know, you do have people who are looking up to you, and they are still trying to understand their way of, just what is cool, what is success, all these, they're trying to figure it out. And some of the ways that they get to be influenced is, watching their favorite celebrities tell them, this is what you should be taking, this is what you should be consuming. So I think there are a few things that they've mentioned that I think I agree with. Let me hear from Xavier. Xavier, what do you think?
Well, as someone... sorry?
Busa istolewe.
Let me tell you, that gap, 18 to 21, I think that is the gap that imeshikilia pombe hivi.
Apana, millennials na boomers. If we're speaking statistically,
spenders are the big
yes,
spenders.
the big spenders
are closet
because
alcoholics.
Gen Z, they are functioning, high key functioning alcoholics. Gen Zs apparently take a lot of drugs.
Yes.
They abuse substances. There's, you know, we hear of Jabba juice and all the other drugs that used to be foreign to us. We used to see them on in movies.
Stuff,
yeah, Gen Zs are consuming that Stevia. So ni millennials.
Sisi ni watu watei.
Mnatoa nani kwa busa yake endelee.
Aendelea.
Wata endelea kwa busa yangu. Okay. So as I was saying, let me tell you, unaona watu wakikata hizi sijui ati Gen Z we can't drink. At the end of the day, tutakata maji bado chini ya maji.
And that's what I'm saying. In the 20s, there was the prohibition laws when America and the UK, confirm if, guys, because there are people who are our researchers online, please confirm the prohibition in the 20s. It was in the US, yes, and they had banned beer. But the largest booming business was the underground selling of liquor. Imagine the law enforcement we have at the moment, the way they are, the stories that we have been saying this whole year about law enforcement, now they have been given the mandate to ensure that people only drink in bars. You know, also, the thing that I was looking at some of the suggestions, of course we know it's not law, it feels like it's benefiting one sector over the other, because they're like, oh, the only place that you can have a drink is if it's in a bar, if it's in a designated place, there are no supermarkets, no online, no. So you have to also wonder, is it in the best interest? So are you now pushing these youth to the bars, or what's going on? If the issue is it's a social vice and people are taking too much alcohol, and like we said, truly most millennials are closet alcoholics, they have a drink almost every day, deal with the root cause. Otherwise, you're causing, like Xavier has said, another underground problem.
Okay, so what to you, okay, sorry, let's hear from Tega first.
Yeah, to me, I think the government is shooting itself in the foot because of one major thing. EABL is the second most spender when it comes to advertising in this country. So
second highest spender, yes.
Yes, second highest.
Yes.
So it means, and of course this is mostly, if you can talk about it, it's EABL which is being targeted, yeah? And the amount they spend, it's so much that if you imagine that money is not coming back to the economy, it's just goes to show how the government is thinking. And apart from that, also, I think I read somewhere that either EABL remits almost 4B when it comes to taxes.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine all these things, hata pia EABL wanawagoja mahali just to tell the government that, you know, right now we can't remit this kind of money. So tuko na only 100 million probably to remit and everything. So it goes in circle. And it's a cycle of, you know, if you shoot us hapa kwa miguu, vile tunaambiwa tunapigwa marisasi. Also, EABL wanatugoja kwa kona flani, ama wanagoja KRA and the government in some corner. So it's something that it's a revolving door. Tutaenda tukizunguka. So I don't understand what the government is doing right now.
Muna sautu kama walevi, by the way. So mnataka kunyambia, none of you here has anyone who's had to go to rehab, anyone who's actually an alcoholic.
But you see, already the government, already EABL, Amina.
Makes sense.
Already EABL and the government put precautionary measures.
Yes.
Ya kuandika pale chini, alcohol, do not sell alcohol to persons under the age of 18. Make sure that kama unauzia mtu ako 18 years and above, now they want to scale it up to 21 years. Now, you see these measures that sasa itolewa kwa supermarket, and you can see even the supermarkets, they are trying to seclude that place so that you can't just go and pick alcohol kwa shelves zozote. You have to go inside the Kakas mall. I'm sure when you wanaenda supermarket za maana, apart from Xavier, they know what I'm talking about. So it means already Akina EABL and the likes are taking those measures to make sure that, you know, we are able to sell to the right people and doing the right thing. But right now, so if you see, you can just read malice. in all this?
No, no. So you're telling me every single part of the entire proposal makes no sense to you?
There's
even
one that
the
makes
age
sense.
21 years. What's wrong with 21? First of all, the
21 makes sense. I won't lie.
Okay.
The 21 totally makes sense. I have 2 teenagers at home.
Thank you.
15 and 16.
Yeah.
The thought that my 16-year-old in 2 years atakuwa nakata maji na mimi horrifies me. Horrifies me.
So achukua ID na wewe lakini asikate maji na wewe.
Hapana. Because in my eyes,
so where they get to drink is where we draw the line.
Yes, yes, that's exactly where we draw the line.
Drinking needs a certain, and this is coming from somebody who drank way later in life. In my 20s, when everybody was in the club, I was like, no. Yes, yes. You see, so I just feel there's a lot that clouds the judgment. If you start drinking that early at the age of 18, your judgment is clear. You know who to vote for. Your judgment is clear. You know if you want to vie for a seat. But your judgment is not clear to drink hard liquor at the age of 18. I personally feel 21
giving
is okay.
out. There's an analogy they're giving out that after Corona, people ran away from clubs na nini, wakaanza kukunywa kwa home nini na huko, hizo vitu zote. Now, whatever they're bringing back by saying that kusikue na delivery na money, online sales and whatever, it is taking people back to the clubs.
Yeah.
But really,
Nega, I think you can agree with me when we say I think this decision did not come from a sober mind.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought you were going to say something. Anyway, now something else I also want to know. Do you guys feel like people drink more now? And don't blame COVID, but I feel like people are drinking more now.
Absolutely.
We have more and more benders. You know what a bender is, Cindy?
Yes.
Okay, and now you see there's a luta.
Yes.
Right? So you don't leave the club from Friday to next week, Wednesday, I guess. Yeah. And then there's also sunrise parties where the party is starting now at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Imagine.
As in, it's starting to get out of hand. Young people are watching. They're seeing that this is the norm. We're normalizing alcohol and drugs in a way that it was not normalized when we were much younger. So I don't know if they have the discernment, like Cindy has said. You know, you're not mature enough to make these decisions. I saw a video the other day of a young boy from school. They're all drunk. Wanarudi home venye shule imefungwa. But yes, Ndenga, what were you saying?
Just to hata nimewacha leo kitu nataka kusema. Let me just say, just to echo what Sevi is saying. Let's sober up and make sure that we handle this thing in a sober manner, in such a way that EABL doesn't lose. We don't lose on revenue. We don't lose on cycle players. In terms of industry players. Imagine Sai, Sevi is doing all this work kwa social media so that, you know, aweze kupata brand endorsement kwa nini, kwa busa iliyo bora.
The best brand endorsement I have gotten yet, I won't even lie. Well, that man is not bad.
Okay. No, it's true.
Then again, we are not here during watershed just to tell people that
we have to take a break. But it's true, EABL is supporting a lot of content creators. Let's take a break. We'll get back. We'll touch on that. But I want to hear from you back at home. At the Trend Live is our handle. The hashtag is TTTT. Do you agree with NACADA, or do you think that they're doing the most? Is it too much? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. We're taking a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Are you guys ready for all matters entertainment? Both locally and internationally? We got you sorted. We are bringing the best cuisine when it comes to the world of entertainment. Si mahali pengine, bali ni Teen Republic every single weekend.
Teen Republic and Nation Video Group keep supporting young talent
you've always done so.
Telling me what do you want me to give you?
And you know what I, the Afro King, go to? I'll be dropping beats that slap harder than a Monday morning. We don't follow the vibe, we are the vibe.
Every Saturday from 11 a.m, where everything dope happens.
When we did it in 2023 and commissioned it, it was still very expensive to do. So what we've done, the phase of the project we've done now in the 1.3 megawatt solar power generation station in our tea business, the aim is by 2026 for 30% of the whole organization's power needs to be solarized. We are a grower of tea, coffee, macadamia, avocado, and we have in excess of 4.5 million seed on the ground of those 4 plants. So we're a big player in that space. Is to look at M&A activity to help accelerate that growth. That M&A activity would be for agricultural businesses where we can do joint ventures, or we can do outright acquisitions, or we can do some form of partnerships. It is a very important part of us because we want to be the biggest agricultural business in the continent.
Welcome back. Xavier has made me laugh. He's a very funny guy with all his questions. So he said he didn't know what a bender was, and I wanted to explain to you. A bender, listen guys, there's nothing wrong with not knowing. That means he's not a para. He's not a para. There's nothing, you don't need to be ashamed.
I know what a bender is. A bender is when 2 or 3 people.
Okay.
But tell them. Tell them what
anyway,
a bender is.
People are partying a lot. Right before the break, of course, we're talking about the biggest story this week, NACADA, and the different things that they have proposed as far as, you know, drinking rules are concerned. And we were talking about EABL and how EABL enyewe ime support the creative industry. I'm not going to lie. When it comes to events, when it comes to shows, when it comes, you know, the biggest concerts, when it comes to social media influencing, they have really supported, truly supported broadcast. Shout out on the trend. What am I saying? Thank you so much, you know, but I wish other companies would also get involved and also, you know, wachangie kidogo. Xavier, Ndenga, you don't
Sasa simgusie kama tag basi hapa chini ama scroll.
And I wasn't talking about the alcohol thing. I was saying I was talking about, like, you notice that there are very few companies that invest in the creative industry, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay. Sorry. Nimeingia na thorax. I thought we were just going back to the same story of, you know, doesn't drink.
I was saying, so instead of them, you know, carrying the big...
So what did you want us to tag there?
It's responsible. You know, because that's why BN was talking about it, saying now what will happen to the thousands who are depending on this. But yes, we will still continue talking about that. Please let me know what your thoughts are online. Let's switch things over. Let's go to Tanzania. Tanzania has now officially prohibited non-citizens from engaging in 15 specific small and medium-sized business activities under the newly enacted business licensing. That's prohibition of business activities for non-citizens. So this is a directive signed by Industry and Trade Minister Selemani Saidi Jafo and published on the 28th of July. Now it aims to reserve certain economic sectors exclusively for Tanzanian citizens, and people were very upset about it. We talked about it here in Kenya, online, and people said here in Kenya, then I feel like we should also return the favor. Yes, Dennis, what do you think?
For me, I think again, sasa hii tunaanzisha vita.
Yes.
You know, the directives might be from government to government, but now when it comes to huku chini mali sasa, the stakeholders, now it becomes a different thing. I saw a video on TikTok of a guy, I think it's in Mombasa, recording watu wakiuza njugu kwa streets, watu kadhaa wakiuza njugu. And most of these people that wanauza njugu kwa Mombasa, you know, they are from TZ.
It's true.
It's true.
And now the guy was saying, I think he's a Kenyan, the guy was saying, hata pia we mama Samia Suluhu, hawa ni akina nani? Hao tutawarudisha huko Tanzania. Hao wote. Just a simple thing that started, like, you know, It's a directive. It's now a law that you should not have these businesses. And ukiangalia, you can just see they are targeting Kenyans because Kenyans are known for the small biasharas na nini. They know where to hit.
Because even the notice was in English.
Or ilikuwa in English, not in Kiswahili. Also, they knew who they were targeting. So you can imagine if that Kenyan ameamua, and you can see from if these posts people are posting about that directive. Ukienda kuzisoma kwa comments unaona hata pia sisi tutaenda tufanye, hata pia sisi tutawa deport. It's no longer about now government to government. It's now about sasa mimi mwananchi wa kawaida. And when it comes to now deporting these people and Wakenya wameamua what we are doing, what Tanzania is doing is whatever is happening in South Africa, xenophobia. Then it means pia sisi tutaanza kuona okay, pia mimi nitaanza mandazi na zile nini thamos mbili tufukuze wa Burundi. And that's not what we want.
Yes.
Ndio. Pia mimi nitaenda pale
nichukue cut nifungue kinyozi nitoe wa Rwanda.
Utoe wa Rwanda.
Alafu sisi madam wigs and weaves tutoe wa Kongole.
Sikia.
Yes. Wa Nigeria hatuwezi toa, hatuwezi fikia pesa zao na nini whatever it is.
Lakini
but you see that's what TZ wajui the ripple effect of just giving out directives solely to your country and not considering East Africa community.
Okay. Xavier?
Hayo yote mimi yangu 9-10 sina suluhu. Suluhu mnayo TZ. Mimi sina.
So is it wrong? Do you agree with her? Would you wish the same directives were issued here in Kenya so that we can reserve specific businesses only for Kenyans?
I think she should pull the notice back, because as someone who is going to perform in Tanzania soon, I feel attacked.
Good luck.
Thank you. Say that again.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Una suluhu kwa sababu you're keen on what you're going to say. You might be deported.
Okay.
I might be deported. Nangoja Nyerere kumbe.
Okay.
I see. Umetangaza uoga. Wewe ni uoga tu umetangaza.
Cindy?
I've been to our neighboring nation. You can tell that there's animosity. This was way before this directive was there. I think this will make it worse, which makes it more difficult for the Kenyan nationals who are there doing legit business and who have been hired by companies because of our expertise. We are just great as a nation. And there are people who, despite where they set up base, they will look for us because of how we get our work done, our eloquence in English and so on. And even our level of education, those CBC came and just threw it in the tank. That's a story for another day. Now, trade wars never win. Look at what's happening to the US with sanctions. US is a superpower. Even with the sanctions, they're suffering. The moment you move outside a community, you say this is what we're going to do, and you go against it, there will be repercussions. Ask the United Kingdom what happened after Brexit. You know, there's always stuff that happens when you alienate yourself. In diplomacy, man is not an island. You can't make it alone. You can't live independently in silos. In silos, there are things that TZ are good at, but there are things as Kenyans we are just good at. Let's trade.
Okay.
For example, if you want to know that
I thought you were going to ask her, for example, what?
No.
Yes.
For example,
we have to take a break though, Ndenga. I'm so sorry. Can I take the break and then we come back to your point?
No. It's a request.
His producer hat.
No, it's a request. Can I? So it means...
Okay, fine. All right.
You take a break. Take
the break now. Okay, fine. So let's take a quick break. We have more to talk about. Patelo Nadi. Now, after the break, we have to talk about that viral wedding. But I do have to read your messages. What is it that you're watching? So I want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you think your president gave a right order, or is it wrong? Is it offending? If you're offended, I also want to hear from you. Do let us know at The Trend Live. Let's take another quick break and find out what's coming up at 9 p.m. for Doing the News.
into an unforgettable adventure with sour, long-lasting bath soap. Checking these guys on the Uber borders. Wanna claim they ride smoother. People are getting soft around here. What's wrong with a few swabs and cups? Wait. Okay. It's just one mirror. There's another one.
Next time, skip the swabs and calves. Uber Boda. Everything Uber, now on 2 wheels.
Makofi the world champion baby. Na hii ni makofi ya Morphix, which absorbs the liquid 3 times faster na haiwezi leak even in 50 different movements. Renewed Morphix, ultimate quality.
Tusema ni bahati ya Mungu niko hai. Wale tulikufanya kazi nao walienda.
Then wana twist, wanacheza nayo, utakuja kupata at long last. Huyo mfanyakazi anapoteza kazi, then mfanyakazi akienda nyumbani alikuwa affected na chemical.
They never acted. And that was the unfortunate issue that I also took issue with the Committee of Parliament. I said you should not have told them to take action. You should have plain clearly said that the following chemicals are banned.
Ilikuwa tu akienda ni kutetemeka, pia kupotea macho na kusema sijui roho inapiga.
Mtazamaji, nimetembea katika eneo hili linafahamika kama Serenge katika kaunti ya Kilifi. Kalume, hujambo?
Sijambo bwana.
Kutembelea leo bwana. Umesikia kilimo almasi?
Kilimo almasi nimesikia. Lakini sijaona yale wanafanya.
Sasa umekiona moja kwa moja.
Hii ni mikorosho. Hakuja changanyika na aina nyingine, inazaa haraka. Alafu korosho zake ni kubwa sana. Majani yake ni kama miembe. Wewe mkulima, korosho unalipa.
Mimi naitwa Nicholas Wambua na hiki ni kipindi cha Kilimo Almasi.
And welcome back. All right, so now right before the break, we were talking about Tanzania, and I can see we saw a lot of tweets coming in. We're going to read them before the end of the show. I'm so sorry, I have to apologize. But now we have to talk about this wedding that went viral this week. I felt like I was watching a new series. There was just different POVs, different videos, different clips, just showing me different angles of this wedding. Now, in case you didn't know and you also saw the wedding, well, it was a social media personality, VJ Patel. His wedding went viral online on all platforms after he wed the love of his life, Diana. Patelona D. The setup was a sight to behold. The guests, that's why it was a bit shaky. But I am happy for them.
Are you sure you're happy for them?
Aliomoka Nambogi yake. Okay,
do you mean what you're saying, Amina?
They looked like they had a good time. I was very happy for them.
I doubt it.
They looked like they weren't pretending. There are a lot of weddings that, you know, I've attended and people were just a bit stuck up. Not a bit, they were very stuck up. This wedding just looked like they were authentically who they are. That's just who they are every other day.
Well, this wedding is the reason NACADA is bringing all this policies.
The wedding took place
on a long lilo.
Naiposha wamepost all these clips of this wedding, by the way.
Post peke.
This is the first one I've seen, by the way. I don't know which one. I don't know how this one was not. It didn't go viral. All of them went viral.
You want to say Naiposha Garden blocked everyone that attended? They don't want to be associated with this?
No. I've said they have posted the most. They've posted the most.
Oh, about this
They're very happy. They've marketed the place for them. What are you talking about? People now know, the ones who didn't know. Because everything was so beautiful. Najwa Cindy anashanga.
It's not my... I'm not
in
the
good
target
light.
audience. I'm sorry. I'm not the target audience.
See,
sure there are people who know these people. I had no idea who they were
until
they started trending. So many things were confusing. I didn't know why they were talking the way they were talking. I didn't understand half the stuff they were saying. I didn't understand a lot of the things that were happening. I thought it was like a music video, you know, like these videos. Then later on it was
real. You thought it was a reel, eh?
Yes. Then I had so many questions and I just said, you know what? I'm not the target audience. So, ikiwabamba, yoni sawa.
Wapi nduru wewe? Niliona mtu akisema ilikuwa inakani kama ilikuwa maandamano. I didn't get it. It's the first wedding where the guests were security. And also a few things that you should now note is that DJ anakwanga overrated. At a sound system kwa wedo, clearly you can do without it.
Yeah.
What else was not there? Just the sound system and the DJ, right?
The bride and the groom as well.
They were there. They weren't maybe... They didn't know they were there because everyone at that entire event, other than the 5 or 6 older people who seemed, I think they were the parents, they were the only ones who they looked sober. Unajua. Sevia unakauli attend.
And the pastor?
Yes, I was there.
Oh, you are.
I was supposed to be the MC, but then
please,
wakaniambia kuja na jaba. Nikasema zime.
Ukaba utalipwa deposit after event.
No.
Wakaniambia kumbe bora nikasema zi. You know, what I watched the video, TikTok nikaona. What really stuck out is
you left the event before you think they were recording, okay.
See, what I noticed about the whole thing is the cut costing of that wedding. Kwanza kitu ya kwanza, there was no MC. You know, they banned me. Patelo was the MC. The guy is there dishing out instructions. Where rudi chini man, kaa chini.
Wanaimba tu.
Do you know the part where the pastor says you may now kiss the bride?
Yeah.
Ye mwenyewe alijisemea.
Alijisemea? Neza munju bride wako ama.
Di kuja nikupige kimunju kimoja.
Mimi nashukuzana kama kulipikwa kwa hiyo harusi. Mimi
chakula. By the way, let me tell you something so funny is that the wedding looked so beautiful. Everything about it looked so beautiful. The decor was A1, the location, even where they held the reception, which was still in the same garden area. Everything was beautiful. Yes, they had food. They had cake.
Yeah,
did you see the cake?
I heard the wedding cost 500 million.
I'm not sure about the 500 million. But it did look like it cost a pretty penny.
Did they pay with chains? Because in this chain moja.
The guy was...
The wedding ya 500 million na tunaiposha sio inamaanisha you are buying even the land itself.
I don't see hapo kidogo wametuenjoy. But yes, the guests were also
nasikia kulikuwa na line ya nini ndio ilikuwa imeshika ziko zinakimbia alele. Jaba.
Oh, jaba.
Alele. You don't know what is alele?
No, we don't. Nimemfundisha tu Benda leo. Alele ni nini?
Alcohol alafu alele.
Alele, surely.
What's alele? Tell us.
What's alele see you say?
He also doesn't know.
Toa mfuko waonyeshe.
There was the entourage, the fleet of cars, right? There was a G-Wagon, I saw, I think, a Chrysler, and they had some nice cars. Like, even the songs that people are using to edit it, it didn't look like they were attending a wedding. Well, number two, come the way you are. But like I said, they were authentically themselves. And people usually don't like it when you're 100% yourself.
That is the way to
And they afforded the wedding of, many people could only dream of a wedding that looked like that. And they had a good time. So, like I said,
yeah, I hear the after party was at Quiver.
And, it was?
Which Quiver? Walienda gani?
All of them at the rate at which things were
Quiver Kayole.
By the way you're scratching your ear, I feel like you're lying.
Yeah, actually they are on their honeymoon. Hapa
Masimba.
Hapo Masimba, kumbe you know it. You by the way were the MC. Hapo Masimba kuna kuanga na flat flani iko hapo hivyo. That's where they are.
Either way, I'm happy for them. Congratulations, Patelo and D. Walisema idumu, itadumu.
Patelo was handed
Zombo.
Guys, what is Zombo? Let me just say.
Zote. Nililani yote ya maandamano. You know when you're on the streets, Cindy, you interact with everybody, right? So they teach you, they're like, apana usiseme hivyo zi, and you know.
Kuona alele maandamano.
Asikuona alele.
Alele ilikuwa imeshika.
Let's talk about this. So
okay, now I get it. Okay.
Oh, acha mimi I think sasa nimejua nini.
Now I guess.
Because amesema ni illegal. Na ilikuwa pia maandamano. All right, so now there is a directive of what has been banned from entering the Chan tournament. It's been published, and in the list we have some funny things that might not be realistic, but trust Kenyans to carry them to the stadium. So, Ndenga, what are some of these things that have been banned and we think higher?
Some of these things that have been
illegal
banned,
drugs,
kuna powdery stuff, powdery stuff. So I don't know powdery stuff ni nini exactly.
Wamesema mpaka unga.
Kwani ulikuwa unaenda kupika huko unga?
So it means umefungia waluya nje.
Si ndio? Come on.
And also imekufungia nje savior helmet. Helmet.
But then, let me tell you what's so funny is that helmet yake ndo ile pale. Like literally has it.
Yani savior comes to the
it's
to
right
the
there.
studio na helmet yake na jacket ya nini? Ya Ndudi imeandikwa Chelsea.
So let's
they don't get into my head.
Guess
why?
Why?
Because na helmet.
Let's bring back the list, John. There's also vuvuzelas. Why?
Yeah,
I know people
vuvuzelas.
for the during the 2010 World Cup complained
Because of the noise, eh?
They said that people in South Africa made way too much noise. They said no. Megaphones, how are we going to communicate? Whistles are everything, loudspeakers.
No, village drums in a bamba.
That is what makes the tournament.
Enyewe mkimba Mwanamberi, it shows vile mwendagi kwa stadium. That is not the thing they sing.
There is no way.
We were saying that,
But it's okay, we understand. We understand. Imagine things like, I think, and the reason why they were targeting to prohibit some of these things, because they have banners targeting politics, flags, and everything. They know.
Yeah.
They know us. They know us.
And
because
the
one
season
tournament, they'll turn to something different. Yeah. So these are some of the things mainly you can see they are targeting in terms of prohibiting
narcotics, stimulants.
The likes of akina sijui ati usiingie na paka, usiingie na sijui animals, pets and everything.
But why would you enter
plastic bottles to buy water from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is all just shenanigans. Hizo ni face value, but what they're targeting ni hapa kwa banners and political, because we know na zile t-shirts mnaingia zimeandikwa rack, then you finish the rest. So those are the people that they are targeting, because kiwanja itageuka to something else. Especially Morocco and Angola are playing hapo Nyayo Stadium. Kidogo tena wanaangalia t-shirts zimevaliwa ni sampuli fulani. Sasa ani mafans wa wapi?
14 bora.
10 So there are people they are targeting with that.
Yeah. I like what my producer has done there. Achan Nanayo. So cool. I like it. I like it. No, but honestly,
your producer?
People, some guy. So about the drugs, people go with they carry.
Amina, I should take you. Now you see, Amina, you've been to maandamano and you got the experience of being charged the audience, at the audience, the crowd, nini. Now you should go to.
Oh, I should.
I'll take you. By
but
the
I
way,
did. We used to go to City Stadium.
It is the best
football,
experience. It is the best, especially when you attend game ya Gor Mahia.
Na
FC, Shabana pia they are coming on board na mafans wazuri. You'll enjoy it. But now by the time unatoka hapo tafuta maziwa. Kwa sababu kuna kona fulani inakuanga inawashiwa. Umeka ile kona nyingine inakufikia kama unapenda usipende. So those are some of the things also, if they ban.
Now the other question about the animals. So people do carry pets, or why was that even a rule in the first place? Kwa nini Xavier anasema yes? Wewe unabebanga.
Najiuliza watu wanabebanga si kuku.
Kuku.
Right.
Okay.
But I didn't say pets.
Okay.
Yeah, people carry a lot of things.
Kama bien anaendelea kuku yake kila mahali.
Hiyo kuku
kuku imepanda ndege. Hiyo kuku, Otile Brown earlier this week said that hiyo ni ushamba of the highest order. I don't think I think he's being...
No, it's a nice statement
He's
that
being
he has.
authentic.
I just wonder, what kind of chicken does he have? They don't crap on him. They're always so well behaved. Mimi najua kuku zile, especially zetu za ushago, umebeba tu all over your hand and your legs. He must have some very disciplined.
That trained.
Savior, this one you'll get, Savior. They've prohibited to carry sharp objects. Sharp.
They don't like my
sharp. So it means Wajaluo ni kama they will not be allowed.
And on that note,
end the show. I mean, the show is over.
And on that note,
next week Friday.
Let's
it's a gun deal.
That's it. That's it.
No,
thank you so much.
The show ends so fast.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you so much, Ndenga. I guess we will not see you at Chan. And then Xavier is half Lunje, half Jungle. So, and then me, I'm married to a Jungle. So we're all Jungle here. By the way, we can't attend. We can't go.
And the rest of you, enjoy Kenya. Do your best.
Wish you all the best.
Yes. We've got to go. Thank you so much for watching the show. TTTT. My name is Amina Abdurrabba Xavier. We've got Cindy Ogana and of course Dennis Denga. We'll be back next week on Friday for that show. I will be back at 10 p.m. after the news, which is starting right now with Michelle Ngele. Good evening and keep it NTV. Where's that camera? Bye.